Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Matt and it is Wild Wednesday. First and foremost, I hope each and every one of you are having a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that wonderful stuff. I do hope that you guys do like, share, and subscribe. I noticed a couple new faces around here. If you ever want any more information on the film, always in the description box is some more stuff, and there's also usually a couple little trivia things in there, and I also put a link for the trailer in there as well. So anytime that you're interested in something that I'm reviewing, please do check that out. It could definitely make or break the film, make or break it if you want to buy it or watch it or pass on it or not, because you can really tell a lot by a trailer, of course. I know a lot of trailers are a little too long, a little too lengthy, and they give away too much as far as the plot and things like that goes, or at least key scenes, which that suffer nowadays. Trailers suffer a lot from that. There'll be a 3-minute trailer and they'll give away all the cool stuff. It just boggles my mind. It just leaves me in awe. Like, really? Now let's get on to today's movie. Today's is from 1984. It's rated R. It's running at an hour and 16 minutes. At least the cut I have is. I'm sure this one suffered some cuts from being back in 1984. I wouldn't see why. Because it's not a very, very gory movie at all. There is some cool little splatter effects, some splatter gags, enough to keep a horror file at least entranced in watching the movie, because it's one of those. I did find it extremely entertaining, and I couldn't take my eyes off of it. But it is quite dull when it comes to some of the gore, and some of the acting is a little subpar as well. This one stars Forbes Riley, who I can't remember what I seen her in. But this is the first and only movie I always think of when it comes to her, just because I don't really know her. She hasn't done anything that I'm aware of, or at least anything that I'm watching right now. It's got Rick Randig in here. We got Dick Biel, Kathleen LaCommare, Laura Gold, Ken Gerson, and Sal Lumetta. And Richard W. Hayes plays both the. He plays the priest, the main priest in here that is handicapped, who is in a wheelchair, and he is also the director of this one, so he pulls double duty on this one here. Splatter University, yes. This silly, wacky, just fun goofball slasher from the early 80s, mid 80s. This is from 88 Films. This is from their slashers collection. This is the original artwork that I remember for it. It does have a reversible artwork in here, just to let you know. It does have a newer artwork on there in case you don't like that one. I do like this one. I think it's rather cool. I'm just one of those that I like the original artwork usually more. It just depends on who's releasing it or not, and how much how cool the artwork is. Now, this thing says it's from a 2K scan restoration at 1080p. This thing is a lump of crap when it comes to quality. This thing is, I'm guessing, third-rate VHS transfer. It's not anything clean or crispy. It's very, very color saturated. Colors needs to be readjusted. The audio needs to be cleaned up a little. Just everything about this movie can be cleaned up, especially this release here. I laugh that it's a Blu-ray, because it's not even Blu-ray quality, in my opinion. But I got it because it's the only way I could find it without paying an arm and leg for a crappy DVD that it was an Amazon exclusive. So I don't even know if the quality of that one would be any good compared to this. And there was also a trauma release of this as well. The trauma one is I'm pretty sure out of print. I'm pretty sure I looked for it at one point and then settled for this one because that just sounds like something I'd do. Even though I do like these 88 films releases, they do the slasher collections in these cool red cases, which I really like that. They also, what else do I got from that? I got some from the Italian line, and I got probably like 5 or 6 from the Italian line. That is a very solid collection there. I mean, even in the splatter or the slashers collection, they have some really good ones in there. Ones that I like a lot. Like, I believe they have Gun Massacre, which is an amazing little film. I don't know if I've reviewed that one or not. I'll have to double check at some point because that one is one I thoroughly enjoy. Now, what is this one about? It's about this lady she is getting her first gig as a professor at this university, which, like I said earlier, is a private Catholic university. Has very strict rules. A lot, you can tell the kids there that are not following the rules. There's the cliche guy that gets around. There's the cliche drunk and smoking pot. There's the cliche slut girl. It's full of cliches left and right. But she's getting ready to start her new gig at this school. A year before, a bunch of a murder happened from a professor. Fast forward it to her current time. Somebody is killed again. She comes in, and people are slowly, one by one, getting picked off. She is not once looked at like she is a suspect at all. So don't think, oh my God, Forbes Riley is the killer. So I'm gonna excuse me. Anyways, I'm just gonna throw that out there that she is not your suspect, not your killer. She is your final girl. So if you're looking for some kind of weird twist with her, don't look for that because it's not going to happen. There's no, like, the twist in this I saw coming a million miles away, but they delivered it very well. At least Richard W. Haines, he did a very extremely convincing job, but he did a good enough job to where I was entranced by his character. Every time he was on screen, he was one of my favorite characters because he always had some of the most ridiculous lines. He is stuck in old school times with as far as his morals and beliefs. He's very, very archaic when it comes to those things because some people, that's old school. A lot of people don't run by stuff like that anymore. Which that's neither here nor there. So there's no clever twist ending. I mean, when they reveal the killer, it's kind of funny. It's one I saw it. Like I said, I saw it coming, but I didn't see the way that they were gonna go about it. It kind of made me giggle because this is perfect for the trauma line, in my opinion. Now, as far as anything else goes, as far as story-wise goes, this thing is as basic as you can get. It is a standard slasher. It is like a third-rate night school, in my opinion, or it would... honestly, this would be a great triple feature with Slaughter High and, what was the other one? Graduation Day. Go from Slaughter High, Graduation Day, and then get into University. I think that would be a great triple feature because they're so similar in style. So if you like either either Graduation Day or Slaughter High, you may actually like this one. I know it doesn't get talked about enough, so I'm hoping I bring a little bit of love its way, or at least a few new people to check it out, because it is worth the watch. I am happy to own it. I think I paid less than $20 for this, so that is the price is perfect in my opinion. My only real complaint about this is the fact that they say it's a 1080p Blu-ray off of a 2K scan, which cracks me up. But there's no cleaning up of this. It is just wretched as far as how it looks. Alright, guys. As far as any kind of ratings go, oh wait, I forgot. Let me talk about. There's this one magical scene. The killer. They explain him at the very beginning of escaping from this insane asylum. And there's this magical scene that they go to the insane asylum and they have the worst overacting done by people that are pretending to be crazy I've ever seen in my entire life. It is like you take One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, put it on meth, and then see where it goes from there. Because it is just it's wacky. It doesn't make sense. Like, there's a guy who has a mannequin's head and he keeps doing this number to it, like poking at its eyes, and he's got his hat all sideways, and oh, it is like the silliest thing that I've ever seen. This movie is wacky. Now, as far as ratings go, on the technical side, this thing is, like I said, it's not the best. It's subpar. It's, I would say, below average type slasher. One that does deliver on the goods, but does not really deliver on the sleaziness enough. Because I think you see like two boobies, or one set of boobies in here, which is kind of weird for a slasher movie from the 80s. Usually you had lots of gratuitous nudity, but there wasn't in this one. Maybe that's why I didn't like it as much. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking, guys. As far as technical side goes, this is like a 2 out of 5. Like, this is not a masterpiece when it comes to a technical side of filmmaking. It is what it is. As far as entertainment goes, this is probably a 3 out of 5, middle of the road. This is like a 5 out of 5 type of movie. It's just above that 5 out of 10 movie. It's just above 4 out of 5 or 4 out of 10. The only thing that makes it a little better is the acting is silly. There is a fun, catchy little like tune going on in the background during this. It reminds me a lot of the tune in Slaughter High, which, check that one out. That one I like much more than this. This is fun. But check out Slaughter High first. So that's really all I really want to say about that movie. I don't have a lot more to say, anything good nor bad. Go check it out. It's worth the watch. And pop in tomorrow. I believe I'm not 100%. I might do a short film tomorrow, or do a full-on feature-length. I'm not 100%, but Friday will be a feature-length film for sure. I'm not 100% on what exactly I'm going to do for it. I have a few ideas. Alright, guys. Love your faces. Peace as always.